back home in the United States because it's 2 o'clock, excuse me, in the afternoon here. The sun is up and bright, so the sun won't be up for another 3 hours or so on y'all in the U.S. So I was just giving a quick update, and yeah, I'm just going to. We still here. One thing is for certain, and everything, and two, absolutely for sure, y'all. Um, Everybody who bought tickets to fly, they're gonna deny you boarding or say the gates are closed or zip up your ticket, no matter where you're from, it appears, and rebuy. But for those who are able to rebuy, it's a done deal. For those who have to wait, like me, it's stuck. So, and apparently the airport knows it, and they leaving people be. I thought I was gonna be a done deal yesterday with the police and the military captain or whatever coming up yelling or whatever. And I'm like, bruh, that ain't even necessary. Trust me, I don't want to be here as bad as you don't want me here. But y'all running game, y'all running a money game, and it's, I don't know who gave y'all the idea, but it's dirty, and it's wrong. And anything you do wrong, I promise you, eventually it catches up. You may be thinking you're getting ahead, but trust me, you're not getting ahead. It will take a toll. And the more people you affect negatively, that catches up. So heads up, Bangkok, Thailand, your major airport at Surambikamban. I gotta figure out the enunciation of this airport. I know it starts with the S. Bigahamagamba Biggie. Anyway, that's my brain trying to remember. I'm trying to remember the spelling because I remember it via spelling. I know it's SURBIGIBIBUI something. Anyway, got me talking in tongues. But Bangkok, Thailand, in the major airport, trust me, if you come here and you buy a ticket to fly, they're going to tell you you're going to be denied boarding like they did us, or they're going to tell you that your ticket is expired and you're going to be like, why, what's going on? Or they're going to tell you your flight has already left and you're here 2 hours early knowing your flight is not left. So they run a straight game. Hey, Yuki, Momina. Yeah. So if y'all come to Bangkok, Thailand, if y'all come to this major airport, you just Google Bangkok's biggest airport and you'll see it, Bangkok, Thailand. And when you buy your tickets, unless there's only one way around it, even travel insurance is not replacing the tickets because they didn't replace ours. They took our money though. Is if you like with United, if you with a major airline, and they automatically will take care of the problem. In other words, there's another way around it. But right now, Bangkok is running game on everybody, except for if you're a citizen with a lease here, I guess, as far as what I was told. But if you touring and you just, you want to lay down. And if you passing through, you are gonna get caught up in their mess. And again, they creating it and they causing it. But like I always say, what you do in the dark, it does come to light. So if you think you getting away with something, trust me. Just lay down, Versace. Put your head that way. Put your butt this way. Put your head that way. Just lay sideways. I'm sorry, y'all. Because he's tired. And his family is here. Just lay that way. Take your shoes off and put your... Sorry, y'all. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here in Asia, specifically Bangkok, Thailand. I'm from Ohio. I'm from the States, so it's after 2 in the morning in the States, of course. And that also depends on what coast you're on. If you're on the East Coast, you're on the West Coast. It all depends on Where you at? Sorry, y'all, my bad. Y'all probably seeing just my head. I had to make room. He done got sleepy, truth be told. So this is what's going on here. And if any of y'all come, if you fly to Asia, do not come to this. I heard that Chiang Mai, that airport is a little more on the legit. That's what I heard. And they do things a lot flexible. That's what I heard from certain flyers. And they didn't want to come here. So avoid this particular airport if you don't want to pay twice. Now, if you got the money to pay twice, say you got $800, or say, okay, for me, I had to pay for two $800 tickets, and then there was two $1,000 tickets. So my budget was limited. So if you got the money, like, if I would have left instead of now, if I would have left back in February, this wouldn't have been a problem. I could drop another $2,000. But still, it's not right. Just because you got the money doesn't mean that you should be denied boarding a ticket you just paid for, and then they're going to go tell you to go in their office and buy some more tickets and replace those. That don't make sense. That's just flat out getting ripped off. Anyway, people been donating bots to me. That's their money. Thai bot. I had a little sign up before the police came and the military. They told me to take it down, but I ended up with 1,000 baht. Everybody was generous, so we can get some food and stuff like that. So yeah, we just stuck here. So again, I'm like, I helped the lady. If y'all look on my channel, she was crying. She was from Indonesia, and she was bawling and crying because they did her. And she was like, she was going, no money. I don't have any money. And I'm like, and she's crying in my arms, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, I'm stuck too. So I did a plea, and a wealthy businessman from, he was originally from Uzbekistan, but I told him we were at gate entry 4 on the 4th floor, and that if anybody, that's wealthy, or if there's a flight attendant or a retired pilot, or if there's a pilot or what have you, or anyone that can donate frequent flyer miles to help her. And that was like at 10 at night, and at 5 in the morning, a wealthy businessman did come. So I posted pictures to show y'all proof, and in my post, and also there should be a video. You can see her crying, and I'm looking at her like, I'm like, Father God, I don't know what, I'm trying to get out of here myself. And but it worked out for her. He came and he helped her, and he gave her $500, and it was enough for her to fly from here to Myanmar, Kuala Lumpur. She flew from Bangkok, Thailand, to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and then she went into her home country of Indonesia. So that took place yesterday, and I know she's home and she's happy. So I know my situation is totally different because I'm from the United States, but I'm not going back. So finding a forever home is where I'm at. So some people suggest to just stay here in Thailand, but I don't know, I don't have income yet, so of my own. So even though it's easy for me to make money with like my art, I am an artist with my music. So I just have to, I didn't do any research on Thailand because we were only doing a transfer of planes here. We were headed to Vietnam. So when they denied us to board, I'm like, I just bought those tickets. What do you mean buy more tickets? I'm like, I don't have the money for that. And I have to have rent money when I get to the other side for 3 months. But it's so much more cheaper in Vietnam than it is here in Thailand. And Thailand, I think, is affordable. The airport is not. But I heard out there in the neighborhoods and stuff, it is. When you get with the locals, you got local prices. But Vietnam is even much, affordable, much more affordable than Thailand. Also, You know, this is our 4th week. We've been at this airport for a month. So we landed here July 26th, and I bought tickets for us to fly from here to Vietnam. And when we went to board the plane, they told us no, we couldn't. I'm like, why? I just bought them. I'm like, it hasn't even been 1 hour ago. And then they told me, they were like, well, you could take the train to get to Vietnam. So I was like, okay, we'll take the train. We did that the first week we got here. July 26th, we took the train, 26. We got a sleeper train, so we had a bed. And we were sleeping on the train for 11 hours to their border. And we got to a city called Nang Khai, Thailand, and they border Laos. Excuse me. And when we got to Laos, they denied us the entry. They said we had to go back to Thailand. So I'm like, I'm confused. And like, I don't have the Grab app. And I tried to get the Grab app, but I couldn't get the Grab app because my phone is locked. It's not accepting those new SIM cards. So I had plans to buy 2 new phones when I got to Vietnam. So what happened was we ended up taking a double-decker bus, which was another 2,000 baht each. When someone said, no, that should only been like tops 500 baht, not $2,000 baht. So they bopped me in the head. How about that? They bopped my pockets clean. It was Thai baht, clean her out, and she don't know what she's doing. And no, I don't, because I did not research Thailand because it was not my destination. I only researched Vietnam. So for that to happen, it's like, what's going on here? Like, I'm totally like confused. Like, it's so like confusing. So I thought I'd come on here today because I didn't make any lives earlier today. So that's why I was like, let me make a live now. Again, if anybody knows like a flight attendant or retired pilot or retired flight attendant, anybody or anyone who travels a lot and they got a ton of frequent flyer miles, they can donate so we can get 2 tickets and get out of Thailand. I would consider staying, but I need to go to a country that's visa free on arrival. And then when you get there, you can get, 90 days free visa. That's what I prefer because I had enough of paying out for visas. That's another thing. Like, I paid the Vietnam visa fee, and they wanted to charge me 17,000 baht for them to do the paperwork. And I'm like, y'all botted me out. Like, my thousands are gone because y'all telling me what to do, and now I'm out of money. And I'm spending US dollar. And so this is our lifestyle for the moment. Of course, it's not forever. Yep. It's all, somebody wrote 66666. Yep. It's too bad it's not 9999s because if it was all nines, I'd be getting blessed left and right. But I'm always highly favored, always protected. So this too shall pass. The devil will never outsmart the Heavenly Father. Masha Allah, it'll never happen. So at the end of the day, it's always anything the devil does, it definitely is temporary. Because anything that anybody do that's connected to anything, wrong, including what, they doing here at this airport. And trust me, it comes to light and eventually catch up with you. And then it'll force you to do legitimate business, by people, which makes more sense to do legitimate business so you can keep a good reputation. I don't understand people who sacrifice their reputation. God already got you blessed with an abundance with the airport, and then now you got to scam people, like, just because of greed. It's like, or you think you can get more and this is the way to do it, by putting people stuck or in a bind or taking advantage of people. And several people that came in to like the ladies' bathroom upset, they went on and bought new tickets. They bought more tickets on what they just bought. So I don't just see why they just don't raise the price. Like, okay, if it costs 200 for a flight or 500 for a flight, just charge 800, 900,000. You at least it's upfront and honest. So I don't know. All I know is they doing the most, and it's just it's to me it's like you're doing too much. But anyway, and it definitely will catch up with you. Just don't think that anything dark, sinister, or you think you're getting over always is a good thing, because eventually, again, that activity will come to light and you will be exposed. But yeah, it's pretty packed. Just because it's 2 a.m. In America or on that side of the planet doesn't mean that these people here sleep at 2 a.m. here is, it's just as crowded here. This whole section looks the same. So anyway, hey T Brown, thanks for stopping through. I know it has to be 2 a.m. on your time on the in United States. Yeah, okay, yep, 3:30 a.m. It's 2:35 p.m. in the afternoon here. So we got the sun shining over here. Hey, South Carolina. T Brown, thanks for stopping through. Who lives in South Carolina? I think that's Lead 40, is it Lead 73? I think it's Lead 73. I follow Lead 73 and his wife, Lady Lead. My bad. Sorry, y'all. So oh Lord. Oh, okay, y'all. I'm sorry. Anyway, shout out to South Carolina. Duke Dennis. That's what's up. Hey, Duke. Hey, Leon. I know, right? Well, actually, not yet. Nothing yet. I'm still waiting for donations. My goal is to get to an English-speaking country. I can't stomach the United States. I will come back home, but I can't do it. I just can't. It's just the thought of the United States. I don't want to look at the news. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody started shooting and innocent families is tore apart. I'm tired. I'm over it. And like the food prices, even though I have to admit I was eating good at home because I was working, so that part didn't affect me directly. So, because I shop at Whole Foods and I do a lot of juicing and a lot of smoothies. I only eat once a day because I don't have to eat a ton of food. But my fruit and my smoothies and my juicing, I'm big on that. So, yeah, but like, since I've been here, I think that it would have been cool. Like, I would have stayed here if like the second language was like English, just to make it a little bit easier. I mean, they do got a lot of English all over the airport mixed with their language, but I do feel like I just need to be around some English speaking. And another thing I got to be around, y'all, is I got to have my grease. I'm sorry, I got to have some hair grease, like for real. A sister got to have hair grease. I got to have my shea butter, African shea butter. I got to have my, stuff like that. I got to have my glass bottles of water. And I'm big on organic Dr. Bronner. So I got to have my liquid, like tea tree soap and sea soap. There's certain things that I'm accustomed to that, like, I got to be in a territory where I can at least order it by maybe the caseloads. But also, if I needed to take on another job or something, I got to be able to speak the language, I feel. Like, I'm sure I could probably get away with something, but I don't, I'm an artist and I'm a DJ. So for me, and VJ, so my world is like music, art, dancing. and eventually make some music videos and do some creative choreography and stuff like that. And then just jump back into my artwork. I want to start a studio where I can sell my art. But I just, there's certain things that, like, I don't know, y'all, that I just cannot live without. It's like it's like I can't compromise. So, and I know for a fact they don't sell no Crisco here. Exactly, T Brown. Yeah. Or shit, is it T Brown or is it Duke Dennis? Sorry if I got it confused. Right, it's so much going on in the United States, and actually a lot of that is affecting, I guess, how people are, in countries are acting as well abroad, like, because the rich gentleman that came to help Emily, he kept asking, "Am I Muslim? Are you Muslim?" So I told him, like, I believe in the Muslim faith and I respect it, but I'm not. And so he didn't help me. See? So he handed her $500 US. So, but it's okay. Like, at least he helped her. She's not screaming and crying. And y'all check that video out. I'm not lying. It's a testament there that it was showed. But also I'm learning that, certain cultures look after their people. And, and United States is no different. So a lot of people saying go back to the United States. And for me, I would, I've lived and worked all over the United States, and there's nothing there. And I'll also be talking about and exposing Ben and Jerry, because when I worked there, I was the only black female, the only one. And I'm like, look, y'all, I'm high yellow. They ought to be ashamed. So, and some things went on. They settled with me, but they wanted the low ball. I didn't sign off. So they signed off. I guess they forged my signature. I don't know. Because they wrote me. I got all the emails to prove it. So there's just like T Brown said in the live, there's so much going on here. Right. So it was, when I was back home, it was so much going on. I'm tired. I cannot. A person can only take so much negative. And when I look at the news in the United States, it's like who's shooting who, teenagers shooting up. It's like it's over. I'm over it. I don't want to listen to it. I don't want to see it. And I just wish and pray that it never ever happened in the first place. But anyway, this is where I'm at. This is what we dealing with, or what I'm dealing with. And if y'all come, you're going to be with me dealing with it, unless you got other plans. But I wouldn't want y'all to have to deal with this, nobody. If I had an enemy and they had to deal with it, then yeah, they could deal with it. Anything worse, I wouldn't wish on my own worst enemy. So yeah, all the families is moving and grooving. And one thing definitely, again, about Bangkok, Thailand, they are for the most part 99% peaceful. And I don't have that stress on me, like police brutality and stuff. They don't got that going on. I thought I was up the creek with their police yesterday or the day before, and their military, because I was in the airport hustling, y'all. I had a sign up saying, help me, and they was dumping money all in there, and eventually it was like, oh no, she trying to get up out of here on everybody else. So they told me to take that down. Then they told me I had to go to their police station. So I was down there sitting for about, that happened at 4:30 in the afternoon, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 8 hours we sat down there because the military police officer, female, said, sit down. And I was like, chill, relax. And then at about 1:30, I'm like, I'm done. And I walked in their police station. I was like, what's going on? What we doing? My bags are upstairs, however y'all. And they looked at me and went, everything's okay. You can go, do what you like. I'm like, what? I'm like, she told me to sit there and don't move. What are y'all? And it's 8, 9 hours later. I was like, y'all playing games. Y'all are fooling. Y'all trying to be police officers, but y'all not. Y'all playing games. Like y'all ticket sales upstairs. Taking everybody's money and making them rebuy tickets. So if anybody's flying, if you know anybody, I tell them to avoid Bangkok, Thailand altogether. Because you can come if you got money to burn and it don't affect your pockets. then by all means, you can come, and then be told to rebuy your tickets, go rebuy your tickets and keep it moving. I mean, no problem solved. More money, usually they say more money, more problems, but in this case, more money, problem solved, okay? So, and normally I have the money, but all my money got taken and one of my accounts got frozen in the United States, so I don't have access to the thousands that I normally would have. So, and I tried Klarna and other places, but our credit is clean. There's no credit. I do got some university college student loan I gotta pay, but I ain't paying that because they didn't give me my degree, and I earned 110 credits, and I only had 10 more credits to go, and they said I could finish, and I'm like, when I finish, y'all get your money, because I done paid y'all enough to finish school. So until I get my school money, till I get my degree, which is one semester away or less, it's only 10 credits and I can graduate with my degree. And I'm certified DJ from Wright State University. And I got other certifications like in television studio and stuff like that. But other than that, but my passion is music, my passion is art. Y'all can check out some of my artwork in my posts. I always post that. If anybody want to buy any art, or if you donate big enough to me, I will send you some of my original pieces. And I promise you, you know my art compared to other people's art, because I got a style of my own. But other than that, I'm going to keep standing on a plea. If y'all know anybody that has extra frequent flyer miles, they want to donate, to us to buy 2 tickets to fly out. And the goal is to get to a pure English-speaking nation. That way, I don't have to, it doesn't have to be so much of a challenge, because I did meet some dude from Laos. His name was Donnie. And he was like, you getting, he said, you getting played. He was like, because you don't speak the language. So they over there trying to figure how to take advantage of you. And he was a truck driver from California. But he said, I'm back home in Laos after, he said he'd been working in California for 40 years. And he was about to help. He was told once that he could help us since he speaks such good English. And then the Laos immigration officer came out, and I guess they sergeant or whoever, and he was screaming at the man and yelling at the man. And the man was like, they changed their mind. They just want y'all to go back to Thailand. So I think they all tied in on it. Their immigration, Thailand's immigration, and I guess any way to move. So essentially what they did was, when we landed here July 26th, I bought the plane tickets to go ahead and continue our journey to Vietnam. That's what I studied, Vietnam. And then when we were denied, to board the plane and rebuy tickets, I'm like, look, I just dropped a chunk of change on tickets. What you mean I can't board? So they were like, well, I'm just trying to get to Vietnam. And they were like, take the train. So I paid for 2 beds to go there. Appreciate the love. Oh, thank you, T. Brown. Thank you. Or Dennis, Duke Dennis, Mr. Dennis. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hey, I thought, a closed mouth don't get fed. The squeakiest wheel is going to get the oil. So I'm over here squeaking. I'm over here letting my mouth run. So just in case, because it only takes one miracle, one blessing, one person to make a difference, especially when you rock with the Heavenly Father. When you know his name, you speak his name, appreciate the love, then you know that it only takes one person to change a person's life. And we saw a witness just the other day. Appreciate the love. Love back at you. Lots of love back at you. So what we'll do is, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Yeah, you just never know. So that's why I keep speaking it. And, like God say in the Bible, speak it into existence. Keep speaking it. Keep thinking it and keep speaking it. And it shall manifest. So I believe that. I trust that. And I sit into that. And thanks for all the love. I love you too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Shout out to all the loving, all the love, all the love, all the love. Right back at you. So what we're gonna do is you just never know. Like I say, if you go to church, it might be someone at your favorite grocery store. Hey, this lady I know, she's stuck in Bangkok, Thailand. You know somebody who might? Yeah, I know somebody. Matter of fact, you just never know the portal of the blessings, how the energy and frequency and what you speak. You just never know. Because I tell you what, our angels lead us well. So we're never ever alone. So and like Father God say in the Bible, I don't know if it's Ephesians or I know there's a passage in the Bible where Father God says, stand still and let me. In other words, God say, it's time for you to be still and let me. So that's why I stay prayed up. I say, I was saying a big content creator named Duke Dennis. Oh, lives in Greenville. Okay, Duke Dennis. I wonder if I seen him, because that Duke Dennis does sound familiar. I'm gonna have to look him up, because I know Led 73 is pretty popular, and he's out of South Carolina. I don't think he's out of Raleigh though. He could be, but yeah, Led Farmer 73. I call him Led 73, but I think it's Led Farmer. He's like a homesteader. Him and his wife, they grow their own food. They like to stock up on everything. In other words, they're getting ready for doomsday. And I find him interesting because, he's trying to say how to survive any of the uncertainties that's going on in the United States. And he a really cool dude. I really like him and his wife. Led Farmer 73, shout out to him out of South Carolina. The Duke Dennis, I would definitely check out Duke Dennis, with him being a content creator that's pretty big. Shout out to T Brown for putting us on to the Duke Dennis from Greenville, South Carolina. Actually, was it South Carolina? Yeah, Myrtle Beach. Yeah, I was in Myrtle Beach was it last year? But anyway, I was out there in Myrtle Beach. Shout out to Myrtle Beach. I mean, beautiful, beautiful people. They looked after me and my mom and my son, and I appreciate it. And I had a job out there, so I went out to Myrtle Beach to work. Had a beautiful time. I love Myrtle Beach. Shout out to Myrtle Beach. Oh yeah, you're only 4 hours. My mom and I had storage in Myrtle Beach. So let's see, what is it? It was in late last year, I think around September, October, just before the winter came in. I went and drove back out to Myrtle Beach, and we got our storage, and I drove it back to Memphis, because that's where my mom currently is, in Memphis. But my mom was like, maybe we should just stay in Myrtle Beach. I started to stay in Myrtle Beach, and then just try to fly out from there. But my mom went on back because my sister is with my mom. Oh, okay. You in the Clemson area. He said, go Tigers. You know that's right. But shout out to South Carolina, period. Myrtle Beach, Clemson, Greenville, South Carolina. So South Carolina, y'all down to earth, y'all honest, y'all helpful, y'all loving. So shout out again to all of South Carolina. I have nothing but love for the Southern Carolinas. And yeah, y'all good people. And y'all look after each other. I don't care what race it is. They've always been, good to me. And I appreciate y'all so much. Lots of love out there. And I'll shout out to Conway, Arkansas. They like Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Very loving, very supportive. And people are there to look after you and help you out. You know what I mean? Whether it's a single parent, whether it's families, or if you're just a single individual, if you need something, they down. Let you know I'm a fan. Hey, you know that's right. Especially if you're hometown. Is that yours? Is that, baby, is that yours? This baby get ready to leave. He He left his jacket. I'm like, babe, don't leave your jacket. I done seen so many people coming and going in front of us, y'all. And it's been a blessing. And for me to be able to help. Bye. Take care. God bless. It's weird because it's like I see people coming and going and people people just be eating and leaving their trash, and it be grown adults, y'all. I mean, the kids have cleaned up better than than the adults. Anywho, anyway, that one family member still sitting. I'm like, y'all, clean up. Like, I gotta have things clean around me. And I don't care who dirtied it up, I will clean it up because I cannot stomach things out of order. Even though I love organized